Hello and welcome back to Southside Miniatures. Today what I'm going to be doing is showing you how I made this chair out of coffee stirrers. Yeah, I like to reuse and recycle wherever I can, so I had a go at making one and I don't think it turned out too bad, so I'll show you how I made this and then I'll go on to show you how I made the picnic table and bench to go with it. What I've done first is I got 3 coffee stirrers, popped some glue along the first one, and I stuck 3 of them together on top of each other to give you a thickness so that you can make the legs, because they need to be a bit thicker than these coffee stirrers are. So stuck them 3 together like so, and then I stuck a 1, 2, 3 block. I'll move that out to one side for a minute. Stuck a 1, 2, 3 block on the top just to make sure that they're sandwiched together properly. I use them for the legs. Then the coffee stirrers after that I cut up into 4cm pieces. So I've got quite a few of those. And then what I did, I cut. I've got a little bit of paper here, like with my little measurements on, so I know where I'm going. Yeah, so the legs of the coffee table, I'll show you, are, I cut them into 3.5cm and use them and put a 4cm bit of coffee stirrer on the top to make my legs. So I've got 2 sets of those, I can show you, to make the sides of the legs there. Then what I did, I'll get some more of these. I've got quite a lot of these 4cm pieces in between each one there now. Obviously it's going to be a shorter distance. It was 3.2 centimetres, so I'm going to have to cut that at 3.2 centimetres. So just measure that, 3.2. Yeah, and these are easy to cut with a pair of scissors. Just like so. They ping all over the place, but we won't worry about that. And hoover up later. And then stick one in across, dab a glue on each end, and stick it in across that way. And I'll stick that in at 1.5cm height from the bottom of the leg. Just measure that so I can see that it's right, like so, and I can leave that to dry. I cut another one at 3.2 centimetres. Dab a bit of glue on each end and stick that one in that one, making sure it's 1.5 centimetres high again, so they're all in line. This one doesn't want to play games. Okay, I just put 1, 2, 3 blocks there just to hold them in shape for a minute while they dry. I'll leave those just for a little while so that they just dry off a bit, and then I go on to the back of the chair. But these are the bits that I sandwiched 3 together. I cut them at 4 centimetres long, and then I cut an angle at the bottom of 75 degrees just to give the back of the chair just a little bit of a slope, as you can see there, so it leans back a little bit. So I cut a 75-degree angle on there. So if I put these down, and then what I do is I get my 4cm bits of wood and then I stick them across so that it makes the back of the chair stick them across so they're level. so the bits are level, and then like so, and then get another bit, dab of glue on each end, and then just leave a little gap in between so that it looks like your planks of wood. Cack-handed today. So just move it up a little bit there. So you want 4 of these I put on the back. So a little dab of glue on each side. Stick that one on. Like so. While the glue's still wet, you can shift it about a bit and make sure that sorry, make sure that you get them in the right place where you want them. So push that one over a little bit. It's quite fiddly, but it works out well in the end. Then we'll put another one on. And that will be our 4 bits at the back of the chair, like so. I'm just going to use my craft knife to move them about a bit because my fingers are too big. Okay, and that makes the back of the chair there, like so. I just put that to one side for a minute and let that dry. I might stick a 1, 2, 3 block on it just to keep it down for a second. And then we go back to our legs that we're making. What I do is I stand these 2 up, and then what I'll do is I'll get some more of my 4cm planks, put a dab of glue on each end. Now we're making the seat. I am making these chairs for my log cabin because it is a bit rustic and it's out in the countryside, so I thought these would probably look quite nice. So I stick these ones on there, and I do the same as I did for the back, just leaving a little gap in between each one, and I put 6 of these on the seat, just with a little gap in between. You can sand it all down afterwards. Just trying to keep my legs as straight as possible. And once I've stuck these on, then I'll come back and show you in just a sec. We'll put the back on the chair. Okay, I finished putting my 6 4cm planks on the top of the chair there, and I've left a gap at the back there. That's so that the backrests can be glued onto there. So what I'll do the same as I did here, and I'll pop these 2 little bits 3.2 centimetres long each, so I can get it square, and I'll put them front and back. So I just pop some glue on those, each end, and stick that in there, keeping it level with the other ones so that it looks even. That's that one, and then the one at the front, the back, where put that one in there. And just to hold that while it glues, I'm going to pop a 1, 2, 3 block either side, so that holds it together while it just glues a little bit. and then I'll be back with you in a minute to put the back of the chair on. Right, I've now stuck the bits in between the legs there, and the gap where I left at the back there, I'm going to now fit the top onto it like so. So I'm going to glue that on. Right, so I just stick the back on like so. So where I've cut that 75-degree angle, it lets the back of the seat sit back. I'm going to put that to one side now and let that dry, and then I'll show you my picnic table and bench. So I'm just going to put that to one side to let that dry now. Right, my chair should be stuck now because I've left it a few hours because we stopped to have dinner. So these are the two chairs now, so they're quite sturdy, as you can see. They're pretty good, and they're for my log cabin. I'm going to bring my log cabin over very shortly, and I'll put them in there and show you what they look like inside the log cabin. I'll put them to one side. Now I'm going to show you the picnic table that I made. It's quite rustic. It's quite a simple table and chairs, which I've done to put out in the front garden of the log cabin. So I have got some 6mm pieces of wood, and they're 10 centimetres long by, this one's 4.5 centimetres wide for the table, and then what I done is I cut some more bits of wood there, and they are 5 centimetres long by 2 centimetres wide, and stuck one at each end, and then put a bit of battening across the middle, which I measured at 7.1 centimetres to fit in there. So that's nice and sturdy and tight, just to hold the table together. I think that looks quite effective. It's quite good. And I done exactly the same principle with the bench, and I done it the same length, but this one's only 2.3 centimetres wide. It doesn't really matter as long as it's roughly that sort of width for the bench. And then for the middle bit on this one across there, I used a kebab skewer, a wooden kebab skewer. So yeah, because the other bit of wood probably would have been too thick for that, but that's turned out quite well. And there's my little bench and chair to go in the log cabin. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring the log cabin over so that you can have a look, and I'll put my chairs and my picnic set outside, and you'll see what it looks like. Right, I've brought my log cabin over so you can see what the picnic bench and chairs look like. So here's the picnic table, which will go on the outside here with the little picnic bench. And I think that'll be quite nice on the outside there once it's stuck down. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to change the angle of the camera so you can see inside the house, and I'll put the two chairs inside with the dining room table that I made. So if you bear with us just a second, we'll move the camera. Right, I'm going to put my chairs inside the house. So I'll put them by the dining room table for the moment. I don't know necessarily whether that will be the same place that I'll keep them, but for now I'll just pop them in there underneath the dining room table there. And yeah, I think they look okay. Actually, I can move that one round this side. Yeah, that's it. And I've got my two chairs for inside my house. I'm quite pleased with those. Yeah, in the next video what I'll be doing is I'll be making the windows and the door, and putting the roof on. Right, that's it for now with the log cabin. Please join me in the next one where, as I said, we'll be doing the windows, the doors and the roof. So that should be quite good. It should look quite good once I've got those in there. Please subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much to all our new subscribers, by the way. It's lovely to have you on board. Press that like button, and hope to see you in the next video. So thank you very much indeed for watching. Thank you. Bye bye.